everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada. My home is Canmore, Alberta. And welcome to Coffee and Cards. So tonight we're just going to sit back, relax, pretend we're at the coffee shop and we just, are chit-chatting. And so please, when you hop on, say hello, tell me where you're from, and we'll just get to chit-chatting. And tonight I'm going to show you a fun technique that I've used before, and however, it may be new to some of you, and it's quite simple once you get the hang of it. And it makes a very interesting background. So I hope you enjoy it. Hello, Dawn. Where are you from, Dawn? Tonight I'm drinking Goji Green from David's Tea. Hopefully I sleep after this. So yes, once you pop on, just say hello. Oh, Breezer's saying hello. He gets grumpy when Bud walks by. Sometimes they're okay to sleep together. I have two little dogs, if you don't know what I'm talking about. I have a little Chihuahua and a Yorkie. And so the Yorkie is 14 and the Chihuahua is 3. And so the Chihuahua loves to be cuddly and, all, cozy with the other one. But the older one is like, get away from me. Sometimes he's, cuddly, but not often. So Texas. Oh, wow. Nice. So I bet you it's pretty warm in Texas now compared to here in Canada. We're actually having some snow falling right now, so that's, but since moving to the mountains, the snow seems prettier. I don't know if that's really the case or not, but it's more tolerable, let's just put it that way. All right, well, I'm going to get started here. I'm just going to flip the screen over here. And I wanted to share today some cards that I got in the mail. I always love getting cards just as much as you probably do. Yes, for sure. This one was from Karen. Oh dear. I'm going to butcher your last name. I'm sure I'm going to. Kozlowski. We'll go with that. Look at this fun idea. Hi, Lori. Thank you, Dawn. How are you doing, Lori? You frozen like a popsicle? Yikes. Every time I look at Brandon weather, I just feel so bad. I feel so horrible for you guys. Lisa, hey Lisa. Lori's got what? Minus, I'm going to say like 40 with the wind chill-ish Celsius. I'm glad I moved from there. Oh, yozers. Anyways, back to the card. Let's not talk about that cold weather. All right, so this is a beautiful dragonfly. I love how she put the wink of Stella on there to give it a little sparkle. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but look how she did this. It's a little window, and the dragonfly is on the inside. Isn't that neat? Great idea. Thank you, Karen. Put a big smile on my face when I saw that one. And this card I got from Genevieve Coe. She's also a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada. She's in Markham, Ontario. So, yes, it's been very cold here in Brandon, minus 40. Once again, Celsius. It's horrid. I like this one. I loved how she used the varied vases, I don't know how you're supposed to say it. And I liked how she used Granny Apple Green with the gorgeous grape. Isn't that wild? Hi, Chrissy and Angie. Wendy, too. All right. Lots on tonight. That's awesome. So I'm just showing a couple cards that I got in the mail this week. It's just, I love getting cards. All right. Karen Kozlowski. I'm going to call you that until you tell me differently. You are the winner of the Creative Escape for this week because you did a beautiful card, kind of matching the template that I used. So congratulations, I'll be sending you another gift in the mail. You guys, I don't know, it's an easy way to get a little gift in the mail. If you post a picture of kind of using the template, you know, you can add a little, subtract a little, just kind of, you know, sort of sticking to the template from the show on Monday mornings at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Yeah, and then there's a draw from all the people that participate. Usually there hasn't been many, so your chances, your odds are wonderful. Karma, hello again. Nice to see everybody here. Yeah, isn't it a beautiful card? All right, so tonight, I don't know if you've done this technique, but it's the bokeh technique. I used to do, oh shoot, that's not what I wanted. Sorry guys. Technical difficulties. This one, there we go. Fabulous. Okay, so the silly Facebook have the live sticker right over the top of your beautiful face. Oh, it's probably a good thing. Let me move that. Let me see. Let's go to this side then. How's that? Not that you got anything to look at, but I'm telling you, maybe that'll help out. All right, so the bokeh technique. I used to do photography, and it's a really neat way to get kind of the image of lights popping back at you without seeing the actual lights, like little circles. Hello, Joyce from Kansas. Awesome. Have you done bokeh, Lisa? Curious. Has anyone done the bokeh technique on here? Maybe I'll do it something similar. Maybe I'll do it a little different than you. I don't. That's better? Oh, good. Yeah, tell me these things because I have no idea. I really don't know if my face is, you know, sideways or who knows. Anyways. All right, so what I did to get started with this was that I cut out a bunch of circle templates for myself. So I got out some old cardstock that I didn't, you know, really, I don't need anymore. And I did a wide variety of sizes. So ranging from large to small. That's what my first step was. All right, then you're gonna need daubers. So the daubers are these little foam ended plastic pieces, and you'll also need Whisper White. It's the craft ink. I believe I put it in the comments before the show. No problem, Angie. So you'll need that craft ink because it kind of stands out a little bit. So I'm going to show you some examples that I did. We'll go from very simple to a little more elaborate. So can you see that those little white circles in there? The darker your ink color, the more the white circles show up, just to note. I've heard of it and seen it in painting, but never done it. Awesome. Hi, Sandy. So that's an example of one. Very simple, did the background and just stamped on the saying. Can be just fine that way. Or if you want to amp it up a little bit, here I use some darker colors. As you can see, those circles pop a little better. I also put a little black frame behind. I love this stamp. I'm so glad you're part of my story. Isn't that beautiful? I've done it but called something else. Okay. So that's a little bit, you know, a little more tricky, little darker colors. Then I did this one. Got to get that little frog in there somehow, right? So with the greens, and I used a ribbon across this time to decorate it up a little bit, the little frog, and I used the little flies. Wowzers, cool. Thank you. And then here's another example that I did with some oranges, different colors of oranges. And of course, that's one of the free items that you can get right now during celebration, those wood butterflies. They're beautiful. So there's some examples. All right. So we're going to make, I think, 5 cards tonight. All right. So our first one is going to be, I'm going to be using this Hello Cupcake stamp to kind of jack it up a little bit. Okay. So here's my card base. Kind of a layer. I'm going to put those aside so we can get working on our coloring. So I just have here, I think it's 3 3/4 by 5 inches Whisper White cardstock, and the colors I'm going to use for this are Soft Suede, Flirty Flamingo, and Gray Granite. Okay, I'm going to start with the Gray Granite. So this part is kind of just random. Thank you, Lisa. Goodness. Compliments, compliments. So just kind of make twirls and swirls with your dauber. If you don't have daubers, you can always use the sponges. I'm sure they would work just fine. This part doesn't really matter so much. You just want to get color on the background, basically. And the darker you do it, the more the little circles will pop out at you when we go to do the circle part. Sometimes this looks like earthworms. Sometimes it looks a little odd right now, but trust me, it'll get better. All right, so that's the Gray Granite. I haven't tried this color combination, so hopefully it'll work okay. Now we're going to go on to Flirty Flamingo. So just dab your dauber inside the ink, right into the ink. And I think one of the cool parts about this is to go over some of the colors that you've already daubed on, I guess if you want to say. Because that also makes a different color, especially when you do, you know, blue and yellow and you go over top. Of course, you got a green bit, right? So that's always fun. Flirty Flamingo, I tell you, I thought it was the most hideous color ever until they came out with that All My Love Designer Series paper, and that had me hooked. And this, I like it. So just kind of random splatterings. Now let's go to Soft Suede. There. Not sure I like that brown, but anyways, it looks like something else. Oh, sheesh. Okay. There. I'm gonna leave it at that. Note to self, don't do soft suede. All right, so now I'm gonna take my white dauber, kind of the one that I rely on for the white, and I'm going to take my little template and my white craft ink, just daub it in there and just place it randomly somewhere, and you're just going to go over top with the white. This white craft ink is it's much more thick than the other ink pads. Yeah, that's why it's craft ink. Oopsie. That's why it's craft ink. And so it does take a little bit longer to dry than the ordinary inks. So we'll fill up that whole circle. There we go. There's our first white spot. And I think I'll go down here. I like to try and get 3 of each circle, but sometimes that works and sometimes that doesn't. Okay, and maybe one over in this corner here. Just gonna hold it better there. Okay, and then I'm gonna go down to, oh, that was the smaller size. Let's go for a bigger one. Now, you can overlap the circles, which looks kind of fun, so I'll do that right now so you can have a look at what that looks like. I'm gonna turn this so I have a little more grip. So how was everybody's day? Anything exciting happen today? Anybody get a card in the mail today? Anybody send a card today? Are you drinking tea? All right, so can you see how I overlap those two? It's pretty cool. I think I'm just gonna stick with the one large one. All right, so now we'll go with some smaller. I'm curious, Dawn, how did you hear about me? All the way in Texas. Okay, let's put one over here, right in the middle. The hardest part is really holding the template so that it doesn't move. Too hot to do anything, yeah? Yikes. I don't even remember what that feels like. Too cold to do anything, yes, but yeah. Okay, we'll do one more. How about one little guy over here? As you can see, my templates have been used many times. Lots of white. Not even sure. Oh, you just relax and you, it's all good. All right, so a smaller version. You see how it's filling up? I'm not minding this color combo actually now. It's kind of, that white sure kind of mutes it down, doesn't it? There, and let's do one more. Thank goodness for Jen. You are the bright bokeh spot in my day. And tea, yes, good old red rose, really. Wow. Man. To each their own. Okay, one more size. I've got the little guy. This one I think always makes it pop because it's kind of the same size as the dauber, so you can kind of spin it. And it gets right, look at that. Love it. Lori, have you done this technique before? Oopsie. There we go. Probably could just use the dauber. Okay, and I'm going to go over this old one. Cute. I think it needs one more. How about right here? I think that's good. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside and fill it with what I thought I would do. Okay, so I've got some gray granite, my Whisper White cardstock base. So this is measured at 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches. This layer, I believe, is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I'm just going to use some snail. it'll be cool to see my sheet when it's all done. This afternoon, the colors that I had were just stunning. I loved it. Yes, you did, Lori. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were at my house. Oh, look at that. That gray granite just calmed it down even more. Didn't know if you had, if I had shown you that technique or not. There. I don't believe I have any, no. No ribbon on this one. So what I was thinking, let's see. So I pre-stamped the cupcake and the liner ahead of time. I have a little layer of Flirty Flamingo. Now, should we go this? I think I'm going to go this way. I'm also going to stamp gray granite. I think I'm going to use gray granite. I think I am. Or let's go with gray granite. We'll see what it looks like. If I don't like it, let's flip it over. So I'm using the Sprinkled with Love. I've just got a little scrap piece here. I'm going to stamp this on too. Good, good. I'm going to cut this down a little. Save that piece for something else. And I kind of wanted to put this, I've been seeing lots of people put their saying kind of right over top of the cupcake middle. So I think I'm gonna, let's see, cut this down just a tad. Thank you, Lori. Oh, what's falling from my eye? And I'm doing the ribbon cut, so of course you go straight up the middle. Your first cut goes up the middle, and then from the corner to the middle, and your corner to the middle. All right, let's see what we think. I think it looks cute. So, you know, if you just had this, you could just stamp a saying, right? I mean, it would look pretty neat. But just to amp it up a little bit, I'm going to go a little further and do this whole cupcake business. Flirty Flamingo. There we go. And we'll make it a landscape card. There. And I think I'm going to use some dimensionals. Let me see. Do I not have any big ones out? Well, let's just go with these. Okay. I want to pop up the saying just to make it a little more exciting. Gotta run. Thanks for the technique. Love it. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by, Dawn. All right. Sprinkled with Love. There we go. And I think that I want to jazz it up even further with some diamonds. If you don't have one of these take your pick tools, you got to get one. It's pretty awesome. It's so nice for when you're using the rhinestones. You just kind of give it a push. It sticks to it, and you lay it back down. Push. There, and one there. Let's go one. Sprinkled with Love. All right. There we go. And there's our first little card with the bokeh technique. Isn't it cool? So if you don't have designer series paper or you don't have the right colors, make your own. Just rub a bunch of ink colors on a paper and away you go. Cute. Okay, next one. It's going to be this one. So to save you the time, because who wants to sit and watch me color? Not me. I have done a background using Highland Heather, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party, and this is what kind of came up with that one. That's how that mixed together. Oh, I see I have an insert in this card because it's a little bit dark, and so I don't want to, I want to be able to see the writing. So we'll just throw that on the inside before it gets dirty. There we go. And let's see, I've got some, oh yes, what was I going to do here? I was going to use the Stamparatus. Have you seen the Stamparatus before? Gotta take doggy for his walk. Stamp slow. Hope we can make it back before you're done. For sure. Thanks, Karma. Alright, so the Stamparatus. If you've never tried this little contraption, it's quite fun. Okay, now, I see I didn't put any inks with this sucker. Alright, what was I going to do here? I think I'm going to do, I'll do Pool Party. I don't know what I was planning. No, I'm going to do Highland Heather. Okay, so how this thing works is that you place your item on here. Now, I didn't grab the magnets. They're hidden somewhere, attached to somewhere, I assume. But I just want to, I'll just make sure that it's right tight against that corner. Then you're going to lay down your stamp where you think you'd like it. Okay, get off my finger. I think this is what I was going to do with this one. No, I wasn't. No, I was not. Okay. Let's just go down here and do it this way. Okay. I had a plan for a different card with this Stamparatus, but this will work for this one. All right, so I'm going to use the Highland Heather, and hopefully it shows up. If not, we have it lined up perfectly to stamp right over top of it. And you just close it. And you give it a little squish. I think it looks all right. Coolio. I'm just going to close that for now. Close up my Highland Heather. And the next thing I wanted to do was put a little strip. Ooh, that's pretty. Put a little strip of that dotted ribbon, polka dotted ribbon. So how I do that is I just put some snail on the sides. Lay the ribbon across where I'd like it and kind of fold it behind. Okay, and that one there, just make sure those are tucked down, and we're going to glue this onto our gorgeous grape cardstock base. Ooh, sheesh. Let's do that again. Looks good. I didn't do the bokeh technique, did I? Back. I was so enthralled with this beautiful background, I forgot. Let's try it again here. All right. Sheesh. Okay. Let's back up, hold the phone. I'm going to start with the orange. Let's go here with the white. as you'll notice, this one, you might not see the white as strong as you did on the last card, because the last card had a little bit darker of colors. So this one, it'll be there, but sheesh. I've got dental floss. All right, we'll just keep going. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 of those. Let's go smaller. The green. See, can you tell, like it's a little bit, it's a little less strong for sure. There. Let's go smaller. Maybe we won't have as many dots as we did on the last one. That's all. There. Let's go one up in the corner here. So I have tried to get my little doggy's nails trimmed for 3 weeks. No, 2, I guess. So the first week we took him to the place, but the groomer didn't work on those days. So we took him back again today, and oh, the groomer's on holidays. So it's like, oh man. So I may just be cutting them myself. Do you guys have pets? How is your little radar, Lori? How's he doing? Is he getting big? Little grandson looks absolutely adorable. There we go. I think that's good. Now, if you haven't seen this trick before, this is for free. You get out your dental floss. Hi, Donna. How do you keep the colors from transferring to the ink pad? I use different daubers for each color. So, for the last card that we did, I kind of had one that I use for, you know, light browns. So I used that for gray granite. I used the early espresso kind of dark brown version for the soft suede, and then the flirty flamingo. Yeah, that's, I guess that's how I did. So you're kind of using more the dauber than the ink pad to color with. Hopefully that makes sense. Hello, Melissa. Thanks, Wendy. Teresa from Oregon. Hello. So hopefully that makes sense. If not, ask again. Absolutely, ask again. Okay, so if you haven't seen this before, so if you make a boo-boo and you tape down something you do not want it to be there, it's crooked, get out your dental floss. It's good for something. And you're just going to shimmy it behind. It helps if you have 2 people, because then someone can hold the one end, and maybe my elbow will do it. Here we go. It's just a better way to take something off so that it doesn't rip or warp the paper, like sometimes it can do if you just try to get it off. Need muscles for crafting. I have 4 rescue kitties, a dwarf Netherland bunny, and 2 resident blue tongue lizards. Really? Wow. Sounds like fun at your house. I'm just going to go with the last little bit here because it is the grid paper as opposed to the cardstock, so it was making it a little tricky. Let's flip her over. Anyways, as you can see, it didn't like rip or warp that paper at all, so it is a great way to reposition things or get things off. Okay, you want to use more glue. Okay, oh, ribbon, 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 ribbon. I'm all out of sorts. So just laying that and tucking it underneath. Now we can put it over top. There. And my plan was to put this little cutout of the paper, how sweet it is, and I did want dimensionals behind that. Of course it would look cute just like that. So you can kind of jazz it up or make it as complicated or little as you want. Okay. I don't want to hide the make, but there. And I think it needs rhinestones because I just think a lot of things need rhinestones. So I'm taking take your pick tool, squish a little bit out and then release it so it doesn't keep squirting out. Let's go with one here. Of course you want to use odd numbers. Let's go, I don't know. Just adds a little bit of interest. And there we go. Make it a sweet celebration. Fun. Okay, next card. It's this one. So I'll get out all the stamps and see if I remember how I was going to do this. I should write down my own directions. Okay, so for this one, I used Gorgeous Grape, Bermuda Bay, and Granny Apple Green. Look how strong and intense this is. So I'm curious when I put the white over top if it actually covers it or how it'll go here. And the reason why it's so dark, I inked the ink pads ahead of time before I did this. And so that's why it's very intense. Okay, let's go with this over here. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, have you done this before? Have you tried this technique? It's pretty cool. Reminds me of Christmas lights. You often see photographers use this technique at Christmas time when they're photographing either candles or the Christmas lights in the Christmas tree. It's pretty neat. Yeah, love those color, eh? Color combo. Just screams happy. Okay. I think I'm going to do another one. Well, no, I'm going to go down a size here. Let's go to this one. And after a while, the dauber, like, I don't know if you can see this, but the dauber's starting to get a little frayed on the end. Sorry. There we go. So you will need to replace it after a while. Okay, I'm going to go smaller. Abby, my 4-year-old granddaughter, is watching as well. Hello, Abby. How are you today? Are you almost in school? Did you get to play outside today? Or maybe it's too hot. Do you like crafting with your grandma? Making lots and lots of circles tonight. Let's do one more here, and then I'll do a couple smalls. I think that's good. Okay, smallest over here. She'll start in September. Too cold to play outside today. Ah, stunning. I'm anxious to try this technique. Yes, Karma, you'll have to give it a whirl. It's pretty neat. Let's go one over here. There. Let's put one. Right over top of each other, right? So I think that's enough. Well, let's put what I haven't tried, and I was thinking about giving it a whirl this afternoon, but what would happen if you did lighter colors and then did the daubing with a darker color? I've never tried. I don't know. Might look kind of cool too. Okay, that's enough. Less is more, perhaps. Okay, now let me figure out what I was planning here. I have a little layer of Whisper White, and then I have my layer of Bermuda Bay, and the cardstock base is Granny Apple Green. Then I think I was going to do this with the same. I was going to put this little, the pearlized doilies. Do you guys have those? I love crafting with Grandma in her studio. Aw, that's so fun. And then I'm going to put a little flower on the end, I think. Oh yes, I was going to do that. Okay. Let's see. I'll do Granny Apple Green. This is from the Incredible Like You stamp set. These the sayings and the. Now I'm going to try this. Oh sheesh! Second go around. Let's put my foam pad underneath. Okay, let's go for it. I just wanted some colored lines behind the saying. How did you get the original colored background? So what I did was I used Daubers. So for this one, I say, for instance, Bermuda Bay. I'll go back to I have these Daubers still out. So for this card, this was our first one that we made tonight. What you do is you just have your Whisper White cardstock and you just use your dauber to color in the whole space. So you just do random patterns. Here, I'll do a little, let's do this. So you would just take your dauber, do little swirls. And then you switch to another color. So let's go with our gray granite. And just feel feel free to go over top of former colors because that kind of tends to make a new color, right? It's kind of like when you mix blue and yellow, all of a sudden you get green. So you're just coloring in with your dauber or your sponge. Okay, and then I used, oh come on, soft sweet. Yeah, holy, what's happening here? Well, I guess I'll play with that later. And soft suede. There. So that's kind of how we do this. Just, you know, fill in the whole paper with random colors. So for this one I did, I used Gorgeous Grape, Bermuda Bay, and Granny Apple Green to make this woohoo, all on the white background. I'll use that maybe for the envelope. All right, so hopefully that answered your question. Hopefully. If not, ask again. Please ask again. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the saying that I like over top of those little green lines. And this one I love. Let's hope your day is amazing as you. How sweet. And if you use the foam pad with the photopolymer stamps, it gives it a little bit of give and it tends to stamp a little nicer. Okay, so that's going to be our saying, and then I'm going to use a little scrap piece here for the flower. All right, so I'm going to stamp off once with my Gorgeous Grape. Ooh, that's intense. Maybe twice. That'd be pretty intense. Okay, I'm going to stick this underneath. There we go. Get my Simply Chamois to wipe that off. And then I'm going to go full strength with the layer over top. Lining up, lining up. Oh boy. If it's not perfect, oh well. That did the trick. Good. There we go. So I'm just going to kind of bubble cut this flower out. I should put some leaves. Let's get a green leaf with our, what color did we have here? Granny Apple Green. Let's go with Granny Apple. Okay, I'm just going to swap out this stamp here for a little leaf. And let's get some, I like how these stamps are kind of, I don't know what it's called, like variegated, almost. You know, like they kind of go from one color. I don't know if this is, now I'm just making my own creation. Okay. I'm just going to cut this out, bubble cut. So bubble cut means I'm just leaving a little bit of white around the outsides. You could fussy cut, which means that you cut right at the edge of your image, but I'm too lazy. So anybody, what's your favorite colors to use? Ink colors. I don't know. I'm still like crumb cake, balmy blue, Annette loves gorgeous grape. It's growing on me. It's not my favorite at all, but I think what helped was how sweet it is. Designer series paper. That kind of made me think differently about it. Okay, we are ready to assemble. Let's get our first layer, which is Bermuda Bay. Onto that cardstock layer. Let me get that out of the way. Cardstock is Granny Apple Green. Oh, sheesh, that's not even anywhere near even. Okay, there. And then, as you can see, I'm Ukrainian. So, I'm shocked I didn't cut something out of this, but this layer is not going to be seen, so might as well cut something out of it. Alright, glue that onto there. Now, this layer is going to just have a thin white border, so it's not too thick, so I have to be careful when lining it up. Lovely Lipstick and Flirty Flamingo are your favorites at the moment. Hey, that's probably due to that All My Love paper, hey? Oh, that Lovely Lipstick, I would have looked twice at it too. It was too bright, too for me, but yes, it is a nice one. Okay, now I'm going to stick this on, and I think I'm going to pop the flat. Oh, just a minute. I was going to put that dear doily, or the pearlized doilies behind. Okay. Stick that there. Now I'll put this down. This is wild and bold. This is about as wild and bold as I come. Dimensionals. There we are. Okay. Get rid of those and stick this little flower down here. There. Anyways, somebody will like it. Somebody's not plain and boring like I am. So there we go. We gotta, make everybody happy, right? Our next one. Okay. I thought, okay, let's get a man kind of card using this. So Teresa, this will show you how we're gonna do this. Because this one I didn't color the background. So let's see how it goes. Okay. So I have myself some Pacific Point. Thank you, Teresa. I've been cutting out of the Celebration foils too. Can't let that gorgeous paper go to waste. Absolutely not. No, no. I was just going to say, I think this is my favorite because it's so bold, bright and bold. See, we're all different, right? So you gotta sometimes jump out of your comfort zone for sure. Okay, so just squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. And this one I had to kind of decided in my mind that I'm not going to use the white dots. You're out of your comfort. I sure was. I can't even find the comfort zone with that one. I decided with this one beforehand that I'm not going to use the Bokeh dots. I'm just going to use the fun background. And of course, orange and blue are complementary colors, so they make each other pop. That's how my old art instructor used to say it. And I'm going to use some smoky slate. Calm it down a little. Life would be boring if we were all the same. That's right. I know I'm supposed to say yes, that's right. Okay, that gray is just there, barely. Okay. Meh. Meh. Of course, I should have thought ahead of time that when you stick complementary colors together, they turn to brown, which it did. So we have some brown and orange and blue and gray. It's all right. So what my plan was with this was to use it as a background for the gears. You know the gears I'm talking about? Those amazing gears in the all geared ups, the framelits. Okay, let's stick those in there. Now, hopefully this works okay as I shake everything that I own. If not, I'll have to get out the softer plate underneath, because I thought it would be kind of cool. Yeah, I think we look good. We have a fun colored gears. They almost look like they might be rusty. Now it was this one that I was going to use a Stamparatus for in the background. Of course, let's use our take your pick tool instead of the scissors. It works just as well. Alright, so now to try and find these little pieces. I do have that brush. For some reason I don't know, it never used to work for me really. It would break. So I don't know, maybe I just got a faulty version. Oh, look at that. Oh, I kind of like that. Look at that. Fun. That looks cool, hey? I like it. Wow. Okay, so on this layer, I'm gonna put this white piece of cardstock on the inside of the card because I want to be able to see my writing. So it's just cut at 4 by 5 1/4. This layer, I wanted to stamp a whole bunch of gears, or I guess nuts, in the balmy blue, kind of on the outsides, just to add a little something on the layer underneath. See, should I go another round? No, I think we're okay. Okay, then on this one, I'm going to use that Stamparatus to stamp a saying over and over and over. Okay, so I just cut out a little piece of paper. You can buy special papers for the Stamparatus, but yeah. I'm just going to stamp Your Classic over and over all the way down. Okay, so you lay it where you want. Make sure it's pressed in there. Good. And I'm going to get out my smoky slate. Back over here. Love those gears, hey? Yes. Ink it up. Now I'm going to place creases back tight. Press it down. Good. Now, next, I'm going to take this out, put it down one, ink it up again, and push this in, just make sure. Stamp again. Okay, ink it up, put it down one more, press. Now I kind of want them in between. So let's see, could we go? The thing is, I'm going to put a little, I don't have my magnets. They're hidden in my box somewhere, so I'm just going to use a little bit of tape. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, ink it up. Press. Oop, didn't really go on the yours, so the good thing about the Stamparatus is it's all lined up and ready for you to go again. Wonderful. I'm going to put it down one. Re-stamp down there. Okay, and I'm going to do one more down at the bottom. Good, good. Lots of Euro classics. Okay, and we'll just put this away for now. Now, I'm going to put that over there. Let's go this way. Put this over top somehow. And I had a little piece left over from the galvanized paper, so I thought I would add those in there. Let's see, how do I want these guys to roam here? And I also have all geared up to celebrate. I think I'm going to do that in Memento Black so that it pops. Although orange would pop too. Yeah, we'll do black. Good. Okay, I'm going to glue this down. In the center. And just put some snail. You could use the fine tip glue pen. I'm frankly too lazy. That's my excuse. And the all geared up. Cut off the end here. And cut this end off, and I'm going to give it a little ribbon cut. Loving this card? Oh, good. Awesome. Yeah, it turned out kind of fun. Okay, there. I'm going to pop it up with some dimensionals, which I have over here. All geared up to celebrate. And I'm going to tuck this, I think. Where am I going to put it? Where do you think? I think I'm going to stick it up there. I love that galvanized paper for the gears. I think it's so fun. All right, and there's our card. So we use that technique to be a background for those gears. Isn't that fun? I love it. I'm not going to put diamonds on this one. All right, and one last card. On the inside, that little, oh, hey. You're a smart lady. I'm going to go back later. I'm going to use these smaller gears, try and cut them out of this leftover paper and stick them on the inside. Man, you're a smart girl. Good, good. Okay. Smarty, smarty. And our last card is going to be a Valentine's card. Man, I think I've grown. Just going to straighten up a little bit here. I'm getting like claustrophobic. Okay, there. Get back a little bit of space anyways. Okay. So for Valentine's, now that's right, I did this as a class, the Bokeh technique as a class, and then all of a sudden I got a card in the mail, and it was one of the ladies who had tried this technique, Nita. I don't know if you're watching, Nita, but she sent me a card in the mail that had heart bokeh dots as opposed to the round circles. How brilliant. So that is my plan for this one. I'm going to use some hearts. All right, so for this one, isn't that a fun color? I love it. Melon Mambo, Poppy Parade, and Real Red. So there you have it. I'm excited to give this one a try. Oh, sheesh, I probably put away my little white dauber. Nope, here we are. Okay, now I think I'm going to, yes, I'm going to go this direction. So let's put some, oh, I'm going to use the big one first. Now it's kind of getting to its end, this dauber, so it's not going where you kind of want it to go. It's kind of all in the center there, but that's okay. We have one card left. We'll make do. Okay, let's go one over here. Boy, Melon Mambo and Lovely Lipstick are so close in color, aren't they? Okay, let's try that again here. Let's fill that piece in. Doesn't look right there. There. Okay, that's better. Let's go just straight up and down. I'm going to turn this because the more you can hang on with, the better it is. And it tends to not shift as much. Have you guys been working on Valentine cards? To be honest, this will be the first year I've ever sent out Valentine cards. Before that, I mean, when I taught grade 1 and 2 and the younger grades, of course I did little Valentines, but I have never actually sent people, real people, Valentine cards, so I'm kind of excited about that. Great idea. Shaped dots. Lots of possibilities. Yes. I wouldn't have ever thought to use a different shape. I know. I hadn't thought either. And she was like kind of almost, not embarrassed, but she's like, oh, I didn't have any circles. So I had hearts, so I used hearts. I'm like, that's brilliant. Go Nita. So these little hearts were cut out from the Be Mine Stitched Framelit dies. So that's where I got these two sizes from. But of course, if you have the old punch or whatever, you can use what you have. Maybe you have little flowers, right? Little flower punch. You have varying sizes, go for it. Okay. Put this a little better here. The white stands out so nice on this one because it is a little bit darker. Man, my voice is starting to go here. I think that's good. I'm going to stop there because I know I'm going to be putting, I cut out these little hearts from the lovely lipstick foil paper. Isn't that cute? And like I said, Melon Mambo and lovely lipstick, they're pretty close in color. So I think that's pretty fun. Hey Nita! Nita's on here. I loved your idea. And as you can see, all these ladies love it too. You're brilliant. So glad you're watching, Nita. You figured it out, eh? Okay, so here I'm just going to lay these across just to give a little decoration. And I'm going to use myself a Happy Valentine's Day. I'm just going to use black. There. Black, I'm going to just put it up in this corner here somewhere. There. Okay. And I think it needs diamonds. Get out my take your pick tool. Give it a push. Let's get the diamond down there. And let's go here. Out there? Sure, why not? Okay, so now I'm just going to put all this together. You want to be careful with when you stamp ink on top of the white craft ink, it does stay wet for a while. So a way you can alleviate that is by using the heat tool. So you can dry it a little bit. You can just set it aside and let it dry for a while. Up to you. But I'm going to work on my card base here while we let it dry. So here's my inside. And I thought, oh, let's stamp a heart on the inside. So with the Melon Mambo and the little heart from the, what is it called? Oh, my love. Meant to be Valentine's. The stamp set. It's pretty. Let's just give it a little heart down here. Fabulous. And of course you could stamp hearts all over the envelope, right? All over the envelope flap. That looked pretty. Now I can see it's still a little bit. So I'm just going to be very careful and not wipe it with my hand. Okay. So we'll put this down. And voila! Isn't that cute? Such a fun idea. Love it, Nita. Oh, all right. So just to recap, here are the cards that we made tonight. So we made this one. Oh my goodness, I've got stuff everywhere. Our lovely Valentine's Day card. Okay, I taped this paper so that I wouldn't be crooked. Obviously, I see it. That didn't work. We're crooked. Then we did this all geared up to celebrate. And the bold one. And we did the sweets. I like that color combo. This is calm. Calm and relaxing. Oh. Actually, this one I don't mind either. I like this one. And this one. And then if you missed the beginning, these are the ones that I did as little examples done to practice. So this was my first one. You made it back! Yay! So this is just, you know, how simple is that? Just adding your dots, adding your color, and just putting one stamp. Done! You can also add some little bling diamonds, but yes, thank you, Teresa. Oh, and then I thought, oh, okay, well, we'll jazz this one up just a tad. So I did darker colors, and I did a little back mat, a layer behind, and then I just stamped. But isn't that, like, that's beautiful just the way it is? No fluff required. Then I did this little guy. I decided to add a strip of ribbon, add the little frog, and a happy birthday and those little flies. Cute. And then I did this one with the oranges and the yellows. And I did oh, I love those rectangle framelits. What a neat way to make a border. And then of course these free items from Celebration, the nice butterflies. Pretty, pretty. So that is the Bokeh technique. I hope you give this a try. And if you do, please, I like them all, but I really like the gears. Yeah, that was a nice one. Please show me your creations that you make. If you make some in the next few days, I'd love to see. And the frog. Yes, the frog. He's cute. All right. So if you have enjoyed this, let me go to the screen. If you have enjoyed these videos, I would love your help because it takes a little time and a lot of time to prepare for these videos. And I wonder if you could do Wink of Stella bikes. Wink of Stella bikes. I don't know what you mean, bikes. Oh, Bokeh. Very possible. I did see today Dina Rakow, I don't know, I forget how you say her name. But she did some kind of thing with a heart. She made a template of the heart, and then she used one of these spritzers. She put some of that shimmer paint in it with some alcohol and water, and then she spritzed it so that left kind of just a shimmer where the heart is. And so when it dried, of course, the heart is just a shimmer. So it's probably possible. I think it'd be kind of neat to try. You try it. You let us know. Auto carrot strikes again. Cute. Oh dear, you guys are hilarious. I love it. So the way you can help me out is you can share this video. Please share it with your friends, your enemies, whoever you want to. The more people who get to see this video, the more that maybe perhaps someone will order or be interested in Stampin' Up. Especially if they're Canadians, that would be even better. If you know any Canadians out there that aren't frozen like a popsicle. Please use lots of hearts or angry faces or the wows. How do we make a wow? Whoa! Or comments. on the video like you were doing, because that helps boost up the Facebook algorithms, and then it gets out in the hands of many more people, because Facebook sees, oh, this is getting a little action here. We better, boost it a little. So that helps me out. 3, tell your Canadian friends about the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. So, of course, my website is www.theartsyfartsygallery.com. Next thing, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you look up the Artsy Fartsy Gallery, you will find my videos. So this one will be shipped over to my YouTube site, and so what I'm trying to do is get 100 subscribers to the YouTube channel, so that I can change my gobbledygook address to the Artsy Fartsy Gallery, which will be much easier to find. So their rules, they have to have 100 subscriptions. So if you go over there and take a look, that would be, can't see what you're writing. No, you sure can't. Thank you, dear. There we are. All right, so it's a big red button. It says subscribe. Do it. All right, 5. You could do an order if you are Canadian. That's Stampin' Up's rules, not mine. And right now is the best time of the year, because if you spend $60, you get to pick a free item from Celebration. And so that's always fun. Then also you will be put into a monthly draw to win a $20 shopping spree with me. So bonus, if you win that, that would be awesome. Also, I'm going to send you a handmade card in the mail to thank you for your order, plus a little gift. Everybody likes gifts, right? And a special thing that we're doing right now. So you probably saw Lisa Harden and Annette Bale commented on this video earlier on here. And we're all kind of getting together. We've chosen a stamp set. We've made a card with it. And we are going to, we've done a tutorial on how to make each of our cards. So you'll get that automatically if you place an order. So a tutorial bundle. And that will be coming out soon. Now, if you're ready to shop, please, please, please use the host code. And for January, it is FQ 7HP DCM. And that host code allows me to get better little gifts than if you don't use the host code. All right. And if you're ready to shop, my address is www.jen, 2 N's, Houston like the city, .stampinup.net. Another way you can help me out is by joining Stampin' Up. Join Stampin' Up. I don't know. I love my job. All right, thanks, Wendy. I'm glad you like the technique. That's fun. So I love my job and I love the discount, and that is why I signed up. And right now it's a pretty amazing deal. You get $90 worth of stuff for free. Gotta run. All right. Oh, Irish dance class. Oh, Irish dance. That sounds fun. Thanks for joining, ladies. Have a good day. And you don't have to sell. You don't have to do classes at all. You can just choose to get the discount and be done with it. So right now it's pick out $225 or whatever you want from any of the catalogs, and you only have to pay $135. So it's not like $90 free worth of things. Plus there's free shipping. So that's a 10% savings. So if you're interested in joining, go to my blog, which is this, www.artsyfartsygallery.com, and I think I have it under get 20% off. All right. Other than that, these things would help me out immensely. If not, the best thing that you can do is just give me some likes and thumbs up and all those sorts of things. That always helps too. All right, I thank you, ladies, for joining tonight. You're always a hoot. You make my evening, you make my day. So hopefully I will see you here again on Monday for the Creative Escape, where I will show you a technique, a fun new technique to try with some paper. That's 10 o'clock Mountain Time in the morning. And other than that, I hope you have a crafty week. Have a good night.